Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. I hope that you guys are having an absolute amazing start to your Thursday. Or I guess I shouldn't say start. It's around 5:50 p.m. here in Arizona, so Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. Again, this is my TD Ameritrade Think or Swim platform. I'll show you my overall P&L in the day. So $2,012.68 traded DGAS. DGAS and UGAS. Majority of my earnings, it was kind of even today. The big one was DGAS, a little bit over $1,000. And then on UGAS alone, I was able to make a little bit over 800. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. I also wanted to kind of like recap. If you guys don't follow me already on YouTube, I do upload daily videos, normally 2 times a day. And I recap my trades as my first live stream, and then I try to offer like a helpful video throughout the day, right? So I'm just gonna make sure I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so this is pretty much has been my week. I'm up a little bit over $7,400. Super thankful, super blessed. And I just wanted to kind of like share it, right? So on Monday, you guys saw my $3,000 day. We did a recap on that. On Tuesday, that was a little bit over $1,000. And then on Wednesday, $1,300. And then as of today, a little bit over $2,000. So natural gas has just been absolutely killing it. One thing that we talked about today for UGAS and DGAS is that we've seen that natural gas has not been selling off as aggressively. So if you see like the way that it played out today with like where it closed at yesterday and where it closed at today, there's not a huge difference in kind of like where it stands right now. This is kind of a change of direction because natural gas was aggressively selling off after it experienced that huge push through that natural gas report and weather forecast, right? So when winter temperatures go down, right, the overall consumption of natural gas goes up. It makes sense on why natural gas pushed up. It pushed up so aggressively and it was not making higher highs and had to correct itself, right? So this pullback made sense. Now, again, it doesn't mean that it has to. It's kind of like I have it on high alert. As of right now, it makes sense on why it can try to recover as we're not done with kind of like the winter months. But as temperatures begin to warm up, again, we're less likely to fully recover. So I've just kind of been going with the flow because it's offered kind of this like, it was aggressively selling off. And when natural gas sells off, it's kind of like time for degas, right? But because it's not selling off so aggressively, we were seeing a lot of consolidation, and it's kind of like that horizontal pattern for those that are very familiar with it. This has made it very easy, kind of like, so this is the past 5 days of natural gas, the low points and the high points. The beginning Monday, I talked about the low points being around the low 290s, and the high points were around $3. Now it pushed up to highs of about 308, but this was during like pre-market hours, so not everyone had access to that. But it's been a lot of fun. I personally find horizontal patterns, which means like, it has a kind of like parallel support and resistance, to be much easier to understand because it's much easier to understand the low points and the high points. When something is aggressively selling off or when something is progressively pushing up, there's a little bit more kind of like technique that you put into it. So I kind of wanted to show you, my trades, and I'll show you the overall profit again. So $1,133 was on DGAS, and then on UGAS alone, it was $879. So I'm going to go on the 1-day, 1-minute chart, and I'm going to show you kind of like how this ended up playing out today. So I can go right on over here. I can click like show my trades and stuff like that. And then boom, a lot of buying, a lot of selling. For all those that are going to be wondering, what's it called? People always want to ask like what my account size is. Again, I normally trade with about, I was normally trading before with about $20,000 to $30,000. For this month of January, I've been trading on average about $35,000. So if you do the math with how much it is that I'm up just in 4 days of trading, a little bit over 7,400. I've done very well. Super thankful, super blessed. And it's a little bit under 20%. For those that want to know like what my commission is, you guys can check it out right here. My commission is as low as $3. I've talked about it multiple times that you could even get free commission through TD Ameritrade if you use promo code 220, which is a promotion that has nothing to do with me. I think you just need to fund your account $3,000 and then you get 500 free trades within the first like 60 days of trading. I would still encourage you, if you're someone that's just getting started, It takes time to get to a point, not even to be making $7,000, but to even be profitable. I need you guys to understand that. Set realistic goals for yourself, start paper trading, practice everything that you learn, and begin to cherry pick the best qualities that you find attractive from other traders. Again, I've said it 100 times. I'm not the best trader, but I'm someone that's very consistent and that's pretty conservative. You can see that from any of my videos. We run the largest YouTube channel, the largest private Facebook group, and I think that's for a reason. A lot of people see value in the way that we do things, and we just want to continue that momentum and make sure that we guide you guys in the right direction for 2019. But again, it does take time to get to a point to just even be profitable and break even. When you start breaking even, that's going to be one of the most exciting parts, I think, for your 2019. At least it was for me when I first started trading and stuff like that. So there's a lot to learn. Again, for those that take action and that take advantage of those opportunities and that are willing to dedicate the time, it's a true blessing. In my honest opinion, it's a blessing to be able to be in a world where, oh no, who's calling me? That was weird. But what I wanted to say is that, we're in such a, I think, amazing position where we can invest money to make money, and you need to earn that luxury, in my honest opinion. And again, there might be much quicker ways on how to make money, but like this week, yesterday, right, I was in Flagstaff, Arizona, snowboarding with our team, and I was trading off of my phone. On the way, we Ubered up to the mountain since we stayed near NAU, and Ubered up to the mountain, took advantage of certain opportunities, as in the certain trades that I was taking, and that's really just been it. We've been staying very consistent. The pattern for natural gas has a lot to do with it. As you guys know, I usually can take about, I'm pretty conservative and I tend to lock in profits very early. But for 2019, if I'm not mistaken, I have not taken a red trade yet. I know a big one's going to be coming soon. But all I just want to remind you is that, we like to focus on 3 things, and it has nothing to do with what it is that I'm saying or anything like that. But if you keep these 3, I think, focuses really close to your heart, I think it could really guide you in the right direction in any market that you invest in. I think one of the biggest mistakes that newer traders make, so this is rule number 1, is that they trade and invest based on other people's opinion. I can't stress this enough. We are all wired in different ways. We all see value in different ways. The only way that you will truly be able to flourish in any market is if you have the general understanding, above general understanding, of how to be successful within that market. And if you think that getting into this 2, 3, 4 months down the road, that you're just going to have it and know everything about the market, I'm sorry, but that's most likely not going to be the case, at least not for a majority of people who get started. So just be real with yourself. The second thing is, it's so important to plan out your trade and to plan out your just overall success. Not every trade's going to go according to your plan. So just as much as you prepare for the offense and how to lock in profits and where you want to sell to make money, you need to do the same thing with defense. If I were to focus on anything when I'm paper trading, right? When I was first getting started with paper trading, I would solely focus on becoming a true professional in cutting losses. If you can perfect that skill, again, the only way that you can grow your account, because that's why we're doing this, right? To grow our account, to withdraw our money from our accounts, and then pay ourselves. The only way that you can continuously grow your account is if you can manage how much money you give back. Losses are inevitable. And if they're still difficult for you to accept, as they might be more difficult for other people, the more professional you become in cutting losses and the quicker you become and the more refined you become, the better off you'll be. And then the last thing is, we just want to make sure that you are empowered to always be learning new things. In this market, again, it's every single day, every single week, every single month. There's always new things to be learned just because the market is always changing. Don't ever think that you always have it figured out. And I think that goes for every niche out there, right? When there's huge companies like JCPenney's, Macy's, that are huge corporations that are on top of their game, and then unfortunately, the market changes in the overall direction, people need to pivot to stay relevant. Same thing when it comes down to trading. You want to make sure that you're always on your toes and on edge when it comes down to trading. Don't ever think that you have it figured out, because if you do, then unfortunately, it just, in my understanding, has not played out in your favor. But yeah, I wanted to just kind of share how well I've been doing. Obviously, I'm in a great attitude right now because I feel so thankful and so blessed for how well we've been doing. I just know, and I keep telling my team, I just know like I'm going to be taking a big loss soon, and I'm just trying to prepare for it. So I'm going to really be watching my position size. I'm just going to be really focusing on quality trades, making sure that they're worth it. And if I don't understand like the direction of what it is that I'm investing in, or it's kind of like iffy and it's not making higher highs, I'm just going to be quicker to I'm going to be more selective with what I choose to trade. There's a lot of consolidation right now going on with natural gas. I don't know if it's going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go down. What's going on here? But all I know is that I don't want to give back the profits already made. And if I do, I need to make sure that I set that max dollar loss. So yeah, that's really just it. And again, for those that just tuned in, I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen so you guys can kind of see where it is that I'm at for the day. So this was my overall profits for the day, $2,012. You guys can see this on ticker symbol UGAS, and you guys can see this on ticker symbol DGAS. And then the last thing that I could show you is my overall profits. So these profits were from today, these profits were from Monday, these profits were from this is Tuesday, and then these profits were from Wednesday. So a lot of fun, a lot of money. I'm so thankful. I literally, like, my weekly goal is $2,500, and I hit that in the first day. So super thankful, super blessed. I'm just gonna stay focused on that, and let's have a green Friday tomorrow. I usually don't perform normally too well on Fridays, so we'll see how it goes. If I see it that I can take advantage of an opportunity, great, I'll go for it. And if not, then guess what? I don't have to trade. And that's the beautiful thing about this. You choose to, decide what you choose to invest your hard-earned money in. So if you don't see it to be a good quality trade and it's not worth your time and it's not worth the money, it's not worth the risk, then simply don't trade it. It's better to be at that break-even price point or not take a trade rather than to be right. Do you want to dig yourself in a hole, or would you rather just plateau and be selective? Be someone that is opinionated, and the only way that you can become opinionated in reality is if you understand what it is that you are doing. And unfortunately, I was gonna say I guess I'm not saying on the best platform. YouTube people and YouTube comments, we have a lot of opinionated people when they're not too knowledgeable about a market, but I'm talking about like the hitters and stuff like that. But that's really just it. So I wish you guys an amazing rest of your Thursday. Let's kill it this Friday. Again, if you guys want to join our free group, we have a little bit over 180,000 members within our free Facebook group. It's the largest one out there. It's called TechBot Solutions, a little bit over 183,000. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We have a little bit over 468,000 subscribers on YouTube. And again, I talked about them briefly within this live stream. It's called my Learn Plan Profit group. They get to watch me trade live every single day, and it's the only group that I work with on a on a closer basis that gets to watch me trade live every single morning and gets to ask me questions. And you can direct message me every single day if you'd like. But again, let's kill it. And again, if you want to join Learn Plan Profit, that's that second link in the description. So hope you guys kill it, lock in profits, be selective, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note.